This story teaches you about travel. Aviation. And dreams. It's written in simple English so that beginners can enjoy. Learn. And improve their listening and speaking skills. Welcome to Tales Fluency, where stories help you learn English. One adventure at a time. Ethan was just 6 years old when he saw his first airplane. He was walking with his father in the park. Suddenly, a loud sound came from above. He looked up and saw a giant airplane flying in the sky. "Wow!" he shouted. "What is that?" His father smiled. "That's an airplane, Ethan. It carries people through the sky. From one country to another." Ethan's eyes sparkled. "I want to fly one." From that moment, Ethan had a dream. To become a pilot. Ethan was a good student. He worked hard in school and loved to read books about planes. He watched videos of airplanes taking off and landing. He learned the names of famous pilots. He even drew pictures of jets and helicopters. At night, he looked at the stars and whispered. One day, I will fly through the sky. His family didn't have much money, but they supported his dream. "You can do it," his mother told him. "Just keep going." And so he did. When Ethan turned 18, he applied to a flight school. He had saved money from part-time jobs. He worked as a delivery boy, a cleaner, and even a waiter at a cafe. The day he received the letter from the flight school, he cried with joy. "You have been accepted," the letter said. Flight school was hard. He had to study maps, weather, safety rules, and how to fly the plane using many buttons and tools. He learned how to speak to air traffic control, and how to stay calm in an emergency. Many students gave up, but not Ethan. He remembered his dream, and he never stopped. After many lessons, it was time for Ethan's first solo flight. His instructor said. Today, you will fly the plane alone. Ethan felt nervous. His hands were shaking. Can I do it? He asked. His instructor smiled. Yes. You are ready. Ethan walked to the small plane. He checked everything. Just like he learned. He sat in the pilot's seat. Started the engine. And slowly moved down the runway. Then, he was in the air. He looked out the window. The houses looked small. The sky was wide and blue. I'm flying. He whispered. I'm really flying. After 2 years, Ethan became a certified pilot. He got a job with a small airline that flew between cities. His first passengers were a group of tourists. He smiled and greeted them. Welcome aboard. I'm your pilot. Ethan. The passengers clapped. Some took photos. Ethan felt proud. He was no longer the boy who watched planes. He was the man flying them. He flew to mountains, beaches, deserts, and big cities. Every flight was a new adventure. Being a pilot was not always easy. Sometimes, the weather was bad. Rain, snow, and strong winds made flying difficult. Sometimes, he missed birthdays and holidays with his family. Sometimes, he had to wake up very early or fly through the night. But Ethan didn't complain. He loved the sky. He loved the feeling of flying. He loved helping people travel safely. He also loved the quiet moments. When the sky was calm, and the sun was rising above the clouds. That's my favorite view, he told his co-pilot. One day, after a flight, Ethan was walking through the airport. A little boy stared at him. Are you a pilot? The boy asked. Yes. Ethan smiled. I am. The boy's eyes were wide. I want to be one too. Ethan knelt down. Then start now. Read books. Ask questions. And believe in yourself. The boy nodded. Thank you, sir. Ethan smiled as he walked away. He saw himself in that boy. Years passed. Ethan flew bigger planes and visited more countries. But he never forgot his first flight. He never forgot his dream. He always treated passengers with care. He checked every safety detail. He trained new pilots with patience. One day, during a long flight, a passenger had a medical emergency. Ethan stayed calm. Spoke to doctors on the radio. And made an emergency landing. The passenger survived. People called him a hero. But Ethan just said, I did my job. Even after 20 years in the air, Ethan still felt excited every time he flew. He would look at the clouds. Take a deep breath. And smile. I'm lucky, he thought. I get to do what I love. And every time he flew over his hometown, he looked down and remembered the little boy who once looked up at the sky and dreamed. Thank you for flying through this story with Tales Fluency. If this story helped you learn something new in English, like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon. We have many more inspiring stories to help you practice listening and grow your vocabulary. Vocabulary highlights. Pilot, a person who flies an airplane. Aviation, the world of flying and airplanes. Dream, something you hope to do in the future. Airport, the place where planes take off and land. Runway, the road where airplanes start or stop flying. Passenger, a person traveling in a plane. Emergency, a serious or dangerous situation. Instructor, a teacher who gives special training. Altitude, how high the plane is in the sky. Flight, the act of flying in the air. Emergency, a serious or dangerous situation. Instructor, a teacher who gives special training.